Barbara Morris.
And you are here in the WMAG studio. Tell me what we're talking about today.
We're talking about breast cancer and the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. It's this coming Saturday, and we want everyone to come out to support all the women who have had breast cancer, those who don't have breast cancer, in hopes that no one else in this community or this country ever has breast cancer.
Now, what color shirt and hat will you have on Saturday?
Well, that depends on what role I have. I have a pink survivor shirt and a pink hat, but then I also have a lime green shirt and a lime green hat because I'm going to be a rover asking women questions about breast cancer and giving them a breast cancer test.
That's excellent.
And if they get the question right, they get a keychain that says, "I am the cure." And I also have a few fans and stickers for everyone. So we want everyone to come out and get that sticker, get a little paper fan, and most of all, get your keychain. But I guess most importantly, to support the community with the Susan G. Komen. Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure is just not a race for a cure. It is to give back to the community. There are so many grants that are funded through 11 counties and health departments and community services for women to have mammograms, transportation cost help paid, and just education of women so they know what to look for in breast cancer.
Now, on a personal level, Barbara, you have a nice new short haircut. Or a hair grow. What do you call it?
It is definitely a hair grow. But even though I have had my hair trimmed 6.5 months without hair, and then when the hair comes in, any hair is a welcome sight.
Now, tell me when you were diagnosed.
When I was diagnosed, it was like a slap in the face. We went back 5 generations on my mom's side of the family, 6 on my dad's, and I am the only woman in the family with breast cancer. And so that was a big one. One of my sisters went with me. She's a nurse, and she went with me to the doctor to get my diagnosis. She came home with me. We told my husband. We called my girls. They're adult girls, and they came. My youngest daughter, who is a non-nonsense person, said, "Mom, we have 24 hours for a pity party, and after that, we get on with life." And that's exactly what we did. We got on with life. The hardest probably was telling my parents. I wanted to tell them that one of my sisters was pregnant, but she wouldn't let me do that, so we just had to tell them I had cancer. I thought if we told them that would break the ice, and they wouldn't be so upset. But my parents have handled it very well. My family has been terrific. My kids, when I had no hair, brought me coupons for discount haircuts.
Sick individuals, my kind of people.
And they have bought hats for me, caps for me. I have the softest cashmere cap you could ever imagine that my children bought for me. I have funny hats, baseball caps. They have just been wonderful. My husband picked out my wig at Cancer Services, which receives grants from Susan G. Komen, and he wanted me to get a red wig because, in his words, he had never slept with a redhead. And so my husband is quite a character, but he has been an absolute rock through all of this. Every day, through my treatments, through all the sickness, and every doctor's visit, he was there except for the first one, and he has held my hand through chemo, through the sickness, through the radiation. He never missed a treatment. He's just been wonderful, and every day he has made me get out of the house and go somewhere, even if it's to McDonald's for a cup of ice cream, just to get out of the house and be with people. We have made a lot of trips to the hardware store, and the guys at the hardware store call me their hero. Because they said, "You never gave up," and I didn't, because I have such a strong faith that everything was going to be okay. I never doubted for an instant that I would not be a survivor. And I'm just so thankful for all the research that has been done through the Susan G. Komen Foundation, to the Cancer Institute, and to the Triple Negative Breast Cancer Foundation for the research that they have done for women so that no one else has breast cancer, or that we find a cure for it as quickly as possible.
One of the things about Komen that stands out is it is research, international research, and the collaborative effort of all the hospitals, everybody working together on the same page. Then there's, the funding for mammograms, local programs, getting into other cultures who having mammograms and self-breast exams isn't the norm. I mean that's true.
That's true.
It's Hispanic community and the African American community are less likely to do that. Yeah. Okay.
It's true. And there's also a lot of women without insurance at this time with this economy. And several weeks ago, a friend of mine called to let me know that she had had a mammogram at the breast clinic van or the truck. And she was very thankful for that. And that was funded by Susan G. Komen.
Because early detection is a cure, or is, sorry.
It helps with the cure.
Early detection is key.
Yes, it is.
And so if you, I'll go ahead and do that when I get insurance, when I get a new job, or when I'm able to, or after, we paid for the kids, this or that. We shouldn't put anything off this vital. And if you don't have the funds for Komen to come in and provide that, it's life-saving.
It
in
is
many
life-saving.
circumstances.
The education, I think, is the key to get out the word to women. You have to do those self-exams. You have to have that mammogram. And if you find anything suspicious, don't hesitate. Go to the doctor. Make sure that you're checked out. A mammogram will not tell you whether or not that little lump you feel is cancerous. It's only through a biopsy that you're going to find out if it's cancer. So don't let a radiologist or someone tell you, oh, it doesn't look cancerous. Have it biopsied. Be sure and be safe.
Maybe you could speak to, I feel something, there's something there, my husband this or that. The fear of the unknown. Would you say that the fear of the unknown is, oh, what if? But once you get in there and you do it and you find out, then you're being proactive. Is that what goes through your mind when they say, well, we saw something and we have to, do a biopsy?
When they first told me that I felt the lump, and mine was sore and tender, and I had heard breast cancer doesn't hurt. That's not true. I am living proof that it can hurt, and it's tender, and it's sore. I found it on a Friday, cleaning the bathtub, believe it or not. I slipped against the bathtub, and it bumped, and I thought, oh, my gosh, this hurts. Then on Tuesday, I went for my mammogram, and she said, oh, I don't think it's anything other than a cyst. I went back because it was sore. They called me for an ultrasound, and they said, oh, we don't think it's anything, but we're going to do a biopsy because it's got to come out anyway. And it was when they did the biopsy that they found out it was a malignant tumor. And so it's a scary thought that if I had not gone for the mammogram, that I had just left it and thinking, oh, that's just a cyst, then that cancer could have spread very quickly because I do have an aggressive form of breast cancer. Or I had no longer do I have it. No longer do I have it. So that's the great part, that we caught it and got it taken care of.
And it all started cleaning. I can't even.
And I hate that bathtub. I hate cleaning that bathtub because it is a big, wide bathtub, and it's hard to clean from one side to the other.
Well, it was part of getting you here today.
But guess what? That bathtub may have saved my life. And there's no doubt about that.
We'll see you Saturday.
Yes, definitely. And please, everyone, come to the race. We need you there. Thank you.